go next, and then we'll transition to shit. Like I said, I watched 2 movies in theaters this week. First one, Don to Don, Evil Eye.
It was a movie. I didn't know that was a movie.
Yeah, funny enough, I was just I forgot to mention I got Movie Pass now too, which I do not recommend. I know I'm excited for their for their fantasy thing, their movie stuff. I just don't recommend the service that they got going on right now. We'll get into details.
You have to have that for that, or why do you have it?
No, I just got it because I was like, oh, hey, Movie Pass is back. Let me try it out. Let me see how this works. And I just did not like the way it worked. So, insane. When I canceled my shit, and they usually, what's the reasons for? I wrote a paragraph. I said, yeah, you guys are fucking up this, and this, and this, and this, and it's unfortunate. So hopefully they can right the ship. I'm not shitting on them. Hope there's just some criticism. So. But yeah, so long story short, I guess I told you the whole story. I had some Movie Pass credits because of that. And I was like, let me see what's going on in the theater, and this was in Cinemark, so I used those credits to go watch that. And I actually like this movie a lot. This was actually really good. Before I jump into why, there was an episode in season 1 of Don to Don, my favorite episode that I didn't talk about when I first reviewed it, was the yokai episode with the yokai with the long hair.
Yep.
That storytelling was amazing. I was stunned by it. Like, I was like, oh shit, they gave her some story and a reason for the way she is and the monster that she turns out to be. So that was phenomenal storytelling. I love that episode. Like I said, that was my favorite one of the season. So hell yeah. They did it again with this one. The broader story revolved around a yokai and giving him some backstory. So I thought that was really cool. So I was like, you know what? I love this in the first season. I love it here. It was great. The animation was the same as the show. Nothing, they didn't take any swings. You know how sometimes they do that and it just looks like clear, crystal clear and all that. They didn't do it like that. It looked good though. But I enjoyed it a lot. The characters were great. I want to get thoughts on Cody because I didn't even think about this, but I know people had issues with this in the same with season 1 and this movie. With season 1, Cody, it ended and it just felt like an episode ended. It didn't feel like a season finale. It didn't feel like, all right, that's it for this arc. It just ended. Like,
what was the last episode?
They get to the house. This dude's house. He needs their help.
There's a ghost in the house.
He's there to investigate the ghost. And it just ended. Like I said, there was no conclusion to anything, no arcs, no like, all right, we'll see you guys. It just ended like, oh, okay, we're ready for the next episode. But there was no next episode. That was the end of season 1. How did you feel about that, or did you even think about that, or?
And off of my memory of watching it, I would have felt like I remember like having an issue with that. I don't think I had an issue with it, but I see the issue.
Yeah.
So, but I think like it's kind of weird because I guess when I watch this show, I don't really have that like sense of like a complete story. It just feels like things happening.
I can see it. Yeah.
So I guess that's why I didn't feel that way. But yeah, for sure. I think for other people, if that's the issue, I mean, I get it.
Yeah. This movie it picks up right where that first season left off, and I always hope with these types of anime movies, they did it in the Mugen Train, Demon Slayer, and stuff like that they don't. They even did it in Dragon Ball Resurrection F, I think it was too, where I don't want them to retell it again when the anime comes out. I just want, hey, this, you want to watch the next part? Watch this movie, and then we'll continue after the movie. So I hope they don't do that, but I think they're gonna do that. I just would like that they wouldn't do that. So that's pretty much what happened. It literally picked up. They showed you a flashback, like just to catch you up on what you maybe forgot or whatever, and then it picks up from exactly where it ended, and you starts the story. So it's like you're watching the beginning of season 2, and I had no issues with that. It was good. Like I said, the story was great. We did get, I think from here on out, it's gonna be a great anime. I really do think it's gonna be a great anime. I think we got our cast. I think, so to speak. I don't want to say what exactly happened, but I think we got our main cast now, and I'm excited for that. So. But yeah, this movie ended the same way the season 1 ended. Like some shit happens, and they're like, "Oh, what did you do?" And then the movie just ends, and it doesn't give you a conclusion or anything like that. So it's basically telling you, yeah, just get ready for season 2 and stuff like that, and just go like that. So, I do like I didn't mind that either. Like I didn't even really pay attention to that in season 1 until I was reading people's reviews on this and what they thought about it, and that was the main issue that people had. I do think it's going to be kind of interesting, though. This will be an anime once it's all said and done, that you can kind of just literally put the whole thing on and just run the whole thing, and it's like you're not missing anything. It's one gigantic anime, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I did like this movie a lot. I think I want to say a 9. I really enjoyed the colors, the action, the story that was being told. I enjoyed it. So this one was a 9 for me. So I do highly recommend if you guys are fans of Down to Nine, which the theater, there was a lot of people in the theater. So I was really surprised by that. So pretty cool. So go check that one out if you guys haven't seen that. I highly recommend that.